We're going to turn to Eamon Javers to talk more about that executive order on meat processing plants yesterday. Hey, Eamon.
Yeah, Carl, I've been talking to labor about this. They're expressing some real concerns here about what happens to the workers in these meat processing plants who are sort of caught between a government on the one hand, which is now ordering those meat processing plants to stay open, and employers on the other hand, who some of the labor leaders feel are not serious enough about safety of the workers here. I talked to Rebecca Rundell, who's the safety and health director of the AFL-CIO just a short time ago over email. And what she says is this is absolutely awful. She says there will be absolutely no accountability in these settings where workers are already paying the COVID-19 price with their lives. She says the administration is telling them they have no expectation of safety when being forced to work and no enforcement to hold their employers accountable for unsafe working conditions. The workers are pinned between the two. What she's concerned about here is a Department of Labor guideline issued yesterday talking about OSHA and CDC guidance for workplaces. And what they're saying as of yesterday is because of this new executive order by the president, they say to the extent employers determine that certain measures are not feasible in the context of specific plants and circumstances, they are encouraged to document why that is the case. In the event of an investigation, OSHA will take into account good faith attempts to follow the joint meat processing guidance. That is, they're going to be lenient here with plants that say they simply can't follow all the safety guidelines that they've been given by the federal government because of this new order now from the president in order to stay open. So some concerns here from labor about what happens to the workers in all of this. Carl, back over to you.
Yeah, and the OSHA inspectors themselves, Eamon, whose ranks have been hurt over the years, really. I've seen some statistics that about a quarter of pork processing capability has been taken offline, about 10% of beef. But I did read some lines from senior administration officials who said that would have been closer to 80% if the order had not been put in place.
Sure. And the question is now, what do the workers do? What is their recourse if there are these liability protections put in place that have been discussed? If you can't sue to enforce the safety procedures, what do you do, right? And then the question is, will the workers vote with their feet? That is, will they just simply stop showing up for work if they feel like they're putting their lives on the line here? That's a real problem in terms of the meat supply in the United States overall, right, John. So the question here is, what happens in the wake of all this? And we just don't know.